Hi, I'm Rafi Papazian. I'm the Director of Stockpile Stewardship, also Defense Experimentation at NSTEC. We're 963 feet underground at the UNA complex. I've been associated with NNSS, the National Nuclear Security Site, for close to 20-something years. I showed up here in 1984 as a very young individual, and I learned many of my skill sets, if you will, here working underground and working in downholes as part of the nuclear testing business. Of late, I'm the director of Defense Experimentation and Stockpile Stewardship, and my mission space really is to support the national laboratories as they go forward in informing the assessments of nuclear weapons as they age, as we look at different options going into the future. UNA began in the late 80s with a nuclear test that was done called Ledoux. After Ledoux, there was a desire to build an underground laboratory where the infrastructure was reutilized rather than expended. In the past, all tests and experiments that were conducted at the NNSS expended all the infrastructure. Well, the beauty of UNA is it's an underground laboratory where the infrastructure is reutilized. So what you're seeing is radiographic sources, cables, all sorts of diagnostics that have been used dozens of times now. So the investment gets amortized across multiple experiments. And this is a premier facility. It's one of the few facilities in the United States where dynamic experiments with plutonium can occur. We traditionally have brought in students. Students come in all flavors, if you will. They come from universities, they come from the services, which you'll meet two of such individuals in just a moment. It's really important for us to educate the mission set, if you will, educate and allow those individuals to experience the technologies that get developed so that when they go away, they can apply what they're learning to whatever business line they're going to follow. We invariably, every year, go out and bring in a set of young individuals, and we give them all sorts of opportunities to experience everything we do.
My name is Joe Kalinka. I'm currently a rising senior at the United States Military Academy at West Point, and I'm studying engineering management at the Academy. So I was interested in coming out to the NNSS to learn about what the United States is doing with their nuclear program, what they've done in the past with atmospheric testing, both above ground and underground, and also what they're doing moving forward with subcritical experiments. It's important as an Army officer to understand our nuclear capabilities and how the nuclear program can affect our relations with other countries and also impact ourselves and the great impact that these weapons can have on our society. We've been able to see all the different parts of the facility, all the different things that really go into ensuring the success of the nuclear program here. So we've talked with the mathematicians and the physicists and all the gurus really. But then we've also seen some of the other stuff, what the feds do and what they do as far as cybersecurity to protect and ensure that no one can hack into their systems and steal their data and see what they're doing really. And also on the environmental side, we've been able to see what they're doing to help protect and manage the low-level waste on the test site, and also how they're looking to restore some of the contaminated areas on the test site, areas that were contaminated with the atmospheric testing.
I'm Cadet Kyle Wood. I'm about to be a senior at the United States Military Academy. I'm currently studying engineering management with the Systems Engineering Department. So, looking at the research being conducted at the dense plasma focus, the most important thing would be securing the information, organizing the information, and going back to the people who work here, and looking at the cyber security apparatus that NSTEC runs. It's important that they gather this data, manage it, and as a future Army officer, using all of the digital weaponry that we use, like seeing these people, their discipline, their level of organization, I'll need to consider these things when I gather future data, intelligence, etc. And more importantly, when I share it, you need to be careful who gets it, how they see it, etc. Honestly, the biggest thing that has stood out is the need for secrecy. I mean, it's we've had these quote-unquote secrets the last 50 years, but I mean, there's people who desperately want to know how to make nuclear weapons, and meeting these other Americans, and I appreciate their research and their dedication to come out here in the desert and conduct these experiments, because without their hard work, we could be behind China or India, and I appreciate their dedication and service to the nation.